welcome back to Metaphysical Anatomy A-Z, where we learn about the body to master our lives. And today I'm going to be talking about shoulders. S stands for shoulders. So a lot of us hold a lot of tension in the shoulders, between the neck and the shoulder blades area, or where we get those knots in between the shoulder blades. So I'm going to talk about 4 major points and then talk about specific areas. So the first feeling that tends to go along with shoulder pain is feeling weighted down, feeling like we have a lot of burdens in our lives and that we're taking on too many responsibilities. Also feeling the weight of needing to support others, especially in a family structure or in a close relationship structure. The second is feeling unsupported. So we often have shoulder pain when we're feeling unsupported, and the balance between giving and taking, or of giving and receiving, is skewed in our lives. So a lot of people that give a lot have a hard time receiving, and along those lines also have a hard time asking for help. So it's hard for people in our lives to show up and give to us and to meet our needs when we are not able to ask or to clearly communicate our needs and our boundaries. And so there can be, with shoulder pain, there can be this feeling of that I never have what I need, or I'm never supported in the way that I want, or that I know I offer to others. And then leading into the third point, which is resentment of feeling unsupported. So all of these feelings that build up over time of not being supported, of feeling like our needs are not met, of never having enough for what we need, we build up resentment, we build up anger, and we can often feel taken advantage of. So if you have this theme in your life of overgiving and not receiving enough and tightness in the shoulders or any pain, maybe think about, where can I ask for more? Where can I allow myself to receive more? And the fourth main point here is wanting to control the outcome. So whenever we have a tendency to be overly responsible, or to just think like, well, I can't delegate, or I can't ask for help because someone won't do it like I'll do it, we take on so much responsibility for a variety of areas of life, and especially at work. And then it turns into this burden, it turns into this heaviness. It cycles back to that feeling of weighted down. And so when we must control everything, when we must do everything to control the outcome and make sure it's done right, or what we deem as right, then there can build up that tension in the shoulders as well. I also want to talk about the shoulder blades specifically. So the shoulder blades and the muscles in and around the shoulder blades, which can often get knotted up with tightness and tension. So when we have issues specifically with the shoulder blades, it's often related to wanting to step into our power, but feeling held back or unsupported in some way, that we have lower self-esteem or lack confidence in a way to fully embody our power. Or we also might feel intimidated around people that we're close with, or intimidated around authority figures. And lastly, I'd like to talk about the right and left side. So if you have pain specifically only in the right shoulder, this is the feminine side of the body. And oftentimes it's related to feeling responsible financially and responsible for others, feeling disempowered in the feminine energy, or disempowered in life in general, sort of made second tier or subservient. And then on the flip side, if you have pain in the right shoulder, this is the masculine side of the body. So a lot of times this tends to be related to feeling financially responsible for the family. So feeling responsible for the family structure, as well as being a leader. So do our leadership skills, or the feeling of that we need to step up and lead, but there's some hesitation, exists in the right shoulder. And also this can tie back to wanting to please a father figure. So I've given you a lot to think about today in the shoulders and pain through the shoulder blades and the neck. And we'll do a whole nother episode on the neck, but really think about some of these things and what you can shift to feel more softness, more ease, more openness in the shoulders so that the whole backside can have relief and feel a lot better. And if you're curious to learn more about the shoulders or anything related to metaphysical anatomy, I'd be happy to speak with you. You can reach out, email, send a comment. Please leave a comment here if there's a specific ailment or pain that you'd like me to focus on in a future video. And I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.